All right, so Sheniz Janmohamed, very nice to see you here. This is the site of your book launch coming up, and I would like to find out more about your book. Tell me more about Bleeding Light.
So Bleeding Light is a collection of poems in ghazal form, and it's primarily from a Sufi perspective, although it's been influenced by many different religions and cultures and philosophies. I wrote it in my Masters of Fine Arts program at Guelph.
You mentioned Sufi poetry. Were you influenced with the poetry of Rumi as well?
Absolutely. I studied religion in my undergrad, so I was exposed to a lot of different poets, and just through my own interest, I discovered a lot of different poets like Rumi, Nafari, Mirza Ghalib. There's so many out there that are inspiring and influenced my work.
And what was the main inspiration behind putting this book together?
I had to work on a short thesis for my master's program, and it was through that I was given the advice to continue to write ghazals as I had just learned how to write them, and it just came together, and now I have a book.
Do you have a particular time you like to write where you get the most creative inspiration, or a particular place you like to write, or...
I always carry a pen and paper with me because it can strike me at any time, but I do like sitting in coffee shops and
Yes.
writing and watching people.
Right.
And I write a lot at night. I find that I'm a night person, so I do, all my thoughts come together at night, so I do write at night.
Bleeding Light is the title. What's the significance behind that? And did you ever consider calling it anything else?
Yeah, actually we did. So Bleeding Light was the original title, and we were playing around with another title called Roses Are Stones, which is also the name of one of my poems in the book. But we just felt that Bleeding Light had a more stark feeling to it, and because it is somewhat of a paradox, how can a person bleed light? It really touched upon a lot of the themes in the book itself. So Bleeding Light is basically about the quest to become one with light, or to become light. And at that point, you're no longer bleeding blood, you're actually bleeding light. So that's the theme behind the book and the title.
Very nice. And what's the best compliment you've received on your poetry in general? What's the most touching compliment someone's ever said to you about your work?
That's hard to say. I guess being a spoken word artist and also a page poet, I've had different responses. So for my performance poetry, I get a lot of people saying they get goosebumps, which is, you can't ask for anything else. And with my collection of ghazals, because it's so new and a lot of people haven't read them, I'm not sure what the reaction will be, but I do know that one of the poems, Roses Are Stones, I've been told has impacted some people's lives. One person told me that they actually listen to the audio version of it on a daily basis, which is, I can't even explain how that makes me feel. So, yeah.
Very nice. So the book is Bleeding Light. How can people get it?
So it will be available on September 24th, and you can either order it online or at an independent bookstore here in Toronto. And you can go to www.tsarbooks.com, or to find out more about me and what I do, you can go to myspace.com/Sheniz, SHENIZ Poetics.
Very nice. Thanks a lot for your time.
Thank you.